Welcome to the Jill Sinclair Show, bringing you real conversations about business and life to help you to overcome your success blockers. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you're listening or watching. Apple, smash me a big old 5 on there. Memories. Memories form us. Memories change us. Memories influence who we are, and memories influence our legacy on this earth. Let's dive a little bit into that. Memories. So we have good memories and we have bad memories, and they fuel who we are and what our decisions are every single day. Let's go with me, for instance. The memories I have of growing up in an abusive household that was also full of abandonment. Again, holy shit, you get the abuse, you don't want the abuse, but when the parent abandons, you're like, well, I've done even worse because now they're no longer abusing me. They've abandoned me because I'm not even good enough to be in the house with. It is fucked up. It's messed up. How did that form my life growing up? It formed it significantly. I put barriers up in front of me. I wouldn't let people in because if I let anyone else in, they would do the same thing. They would hurt me. They would abuse me. They would abandon me. And that showed itself very, very quickly in my first relationship ever. My first relationship ever. I was in my early 20s. And I didn't know this at the time, but I sought out a relationship that was very similar to my abusive relationship from my parents, especially from Bill. And so I sought out this guy from the church. Yes, a good old Christian boy, you know, the kind. So here I am in church. I'm in my early 20s and I'm looking for to get my MRS in the church. And here's this young guy, and he didn't seem like he was all that bad, but was he all that good? I don't know. And I thought, well, let's give this a whirl, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Slowly got into the relationship, and the abuse started very, very simply at first. He would say some verbal things that were kind of on the brink of abuse, about being, mentally and verbally abusive. But again, I would let it go because I'm like, you know what? I don't know what a relationship's about. Maybe this is just normal. And then the verbal abuse became poking and pushing and shoving. And finally one day, when this 6'3" man picked me up and threw me against a wall, I realized, wow, I will no longer be in this, because I had the deja vu. This is exactly the same position I was in, crumpled in a corner after Bill had his hands on me growing up. And now here I am in this apparent love relationship, and I'm in the same fetal position. I knew that if I stayed with this person, I was either going to be dead or most certainly hospitalized. So I left that human. Do we even call him a human if someone is abusing a woman? No, you shouldn't, but here we go. So did that memory cause me to go about my life in that way? Absolutely, because when you come from an abusive household, you typically often go to seek out a relationship that is similar to what you've grown up with, because what you do is you're trying to fix it. You're trying to change them because you couldn't change what happened when you were growing up. So now you're trying to change this going forward. And guess what? You're never going to change those people. You're never going to change abusers. Abusers are abusers. So that formed basically my life as a young adult. That formed my decisions. And those weren't good decisions. They all happened. I can't take them back, and I'm not going to begrudge them. They all happened. But growing up with those memories of the abuse and the parents not caring enough to change, that imprinted in my memory so deeply that I was scarred for so many years, never thinking that I was good enough, never thinking that I was enough, always measuring myself against this internal gauge that wasn't even in existence. Now, likewise, was there a good memory that kept me going forward? Was there a good memory that might have planted the seed? I had 2 teachers when I was in grade 11 and 12. One was journalism and one was in graphics. And they knew that something was up at home. They didn't know what, but they had enough intelligence to understand that my acting out was a form of protection. Me getting kicked out of school on a repeated basis was me trying to get attention from someone, because I wasn't getting love at home. And guess what they chose to do, these 2 teachers? They chose to spend more time with me. They chose to see the light in me. They chose to see my possibilities. So that memory, did that memory help me to go forward? You bet your ass it did. That memory of those two teachers, it helped me to see that someone actually cared about me. Someone thought enough about me to expect something out of me. So that memory served me very well as I was going forward into the workforce, because now I saw, you know what? I don't necessarily see it myself, but someone else saw this in me. And remember, I actually, I don't know if it was me who initially asked, I don't recall, or if it was these teachers, but both of them gave me reference letters when I graduated, because they saw that I would need something like that, because I needed, again, a stamp of approval, whether or not I would use it for a job or whether I would use it just for this accolade and this better memory to go forward in life for myself. Either way, I still have that memory. So does one memory outweigh the other one? Not necessarily, but you have to go into your head and understand that what memory do I want to serve me? What memory do I want to hold on to and get on that rocket ship of life and sail forward? I don't want to have those bad memories. I don't want to make my decisions based on these bad memories. I want to make my decisions based on being empowered. I want to make my decisions based on what I know to be true about myself, that Jill Sinclair, I am a beautiful and brilliant human being that is here to serve. I am a brilliant human being that is here to help others. And I'm here to touch your life, your heart, your minds, to make you see things in a different way, to challenge you in such a way that you've never heard, to give you that virtual kick in the butt that you need. That's what I'm here for. So if I hadn't gone through all that shit growing up, I might not likely be as empathetic or as driven or as tough as I am today and resilient if I hadn't gone through the shit. So what memories are serving you today? Are they the bad memories that you keep on playing with and it's just going over and over in your head? Or are you grabbing onto those good memories? It could be a good memory from yesterday. It could be that a friend of yours told you how much they care about you. Is that a good memory? They told you how great of a person you are and how supportive you are, what a good cook you are, what a good, housemate you are, whatever it is. Hold on to those memories. Write those memories down. Heck, write down. I just used the word heck like I'm 105 years old. Heck there, Susie. Write those down to make sure that you are grabbing on to the good things. You know what happens when we get in our minds about this melancholy, and I'm guilty of this myself when I was a dating machine years ago, and I remember feeling very melancholy. It was at Christmas and I was saying, woe is me, poor me, how come I can't find a good guy? What did I do? Sat on the freaking couch and listened to old sad love songs so I could play with my poo and feel sorry for myself. Did that help me? No, but it just kind of felt good at the time. But if you wallow in these bad memories and you play with this shit continually, you're always going to be reliving this. Why would we want to be there? Why would we want to stay in those bad memories? Think about this. There's someone who said online, I can't recall who it is, that, you know what, we all are going to go through hell at some point in our lives. But if we're going to go through it, why would we want to stay there? Keep on walking, keep on going. Create those new memories for yourself, because it's up to us. If it's to be, it's up to me. That is my mantra in life. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's up to me to create those new memories. It's up to me to create those new neurons in my mind that create amazing feelings of fulfillment, feelings of accomplishment. So you today create those memories that will help to propel you forward. And if you say, Jill, I don't have any good memories, I bet you do. I bet you do. Do you have a memory of someone on the street smiling at you because they cared enough to give that to you? Do you have a memory of maybe one of your teachers in the past that has believed in you or said something kind to you? Do you have a memory of a neighbor? Do you have a memory of a friend? Grab onto that today and realize that you are loved. You are a beautiful and brilliant human that's been put on this earth for a reason. And guess what? If you don't know what that reason exactly is today, that's okay. Just go with that knowledge of who you are. You are here to change other people's lives in some way or another. In fact, today, I promise you, you've changed someone's life for the better, whether you know it or not. Maybe what you did was as you're walking by, you pressed the walk sign for someone who couldn't reach it. Maybe you held the elevator when it was, when we're 2 people per elevator, please, and you had your mask on. Maybe you've done something that someone else saw that you didn't quite see. It's their memory. It's their memory that they're going to hold close to say, wow, this person cared enough about me. They didn't even know me, and they helped me. So what are the memories you're creating today? We want to create memories to sustain us, to fulfill us, to put that smile on our face. So today, right now, write down your good memories, and I want you to banish those bad memories because they're not serving you. All they're doing is allowing you to sit there, play with that poo repeatedly, and you're putting on that track of that old time shit to make you, be very nostalgic and you think of these things, but all you're doing is resorting backwards. I want you to start stepping forwards into your possibility. So what are the memories you're going to create today? What are the memories you're going to create with yourself, with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, with anyone that's around you? I want you to create those memories today. Now, as always, go to Instagram, Ms. Jill Sinclair. Follow me there. Also, shoot me some questions because this is for you. The Jill Sinclair Show is for you. Go to jillsinclair.com. You can ask me questions on there as well. And head on over to Clubhouse. I'm at Jill Sinclair on there as well. So subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you're at. And I'll see you again next Tuesday.